Assalamualaikum and welcome to the Niqabi Couple channel. As you can see, my husband isn't here, and that's probably why it took such a long time to come back and make a second video, because trying to coordinate our schedules was a bit of a hassle. And after coming home from work, having a long day, the last thing on his mind would be to make a video. Although he was very supportive, I'll be honest, there were times that I was just lazy and wanted to just hang out and not focus on making a video. So sorry for the delay. I know Sister Zakia was nice enough to leave a comment and let us know that she wants to see more videos. So I did tell her we'll be back and make more videos for her, because if there's someone out there who's watching and wants to benefit from these videos, then why not? So sorry for the delay, and I figured from now on maybe I can talk on my own about certain things, and whenever my husband has a chance, he can be there and chime in as well. Yeah, I can barely breathe because this is like a regular hijab and I'm wearing it like a niqab, so it's like stuck on my face. But hopefully when my niqab comes in, I'll be a little more relaxed and comfortable. It's kind of itchy right now. But anyway, so the topic that I chose for today from the list that our sister gave us was social media, because I believe that social media is a great platform. I mean, I can't imagine my life now being exposed to all this different type of social media. I don't know how my life would have been if I didn't have a smartphone, or if we didn't have social media. Things would be a lot more different. There are goods and bads to social media. The pros include that you can literally connect to anyone, anywhere, in any part of the world with the click of a button or pressing something on your screen. Whether it's Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, Snapchat, email. I know emails are like outdated now, but whatever the case may be, or text messaging even, you can video chat, you can text, you can be on Snapchat and watch what someone's doing at a certain point in time without even being there. So it helps you feel connected to others, especially like if you come across a long lost classmate or friend from high school or elementary school on Facebook. You can just add them now. You can see what they're up to, what they're doing in their lives, that type of thing. Or if you live far from family, FaceTime is useful. You can just hop on your phone, FaceTime them and see them, and it's almost like you're with them. Not necessarily the same, but similar. Good enough, better than nothing. I think another good thing about social media is that it allows you to get exposed to different ideas and perspectives that people may have, because if you just grew up in one household where you're exposed to the same ideas time and time again, your brain doesn't really expand. You don't get to view things from different perspectives. You might think that the only way to solve a problem is in one way, when in reality there may be multiple different ways. So social media is good in the sense that you can be exposed to different ideas, people's cultures. Even on YouTube, you have people coming on there teaching math, teaching calculus, algebra, whatever. There's a video for anything and everything. Or people come and they review products, or whatever the case is. It's nice to have that ability to exchange ideas, and you have a bigger reach on social media than you would in real life. Let's say you post something on Snapchat, it's gonna reach 150 people or whatever number of friends you have in that instant moment, versus if you were to go and try to talk to every single friend individually and tell them something or show them something. Yeah, it's not as likely to happen. Another thing is, with social media, I feel like it gives people this confidence where they feel like they're important. It gives them a platform where they think that they're being heard. So it's good to have that, because some people, you don't know what they're going through. Maybe they just need to talk to someone, and social media is their outlet. That's how they get their feelings out. They vent, they complain, do whatever they want on their Facebook status or Instagram, whatever the case. Or they have a blog. Blogging is another thing. These are all good things about social media, but I believe it does have some cons as well. For one, it can become very time consuming, because you might be switching back and forth between the same few apps that you have. Even though you don't see anything new on it, you just keep doing it. It's just like, you open the fridge, there's nothing that appeals to you. You feel like your fridge has no ice cream, nothing good for you to eat, but you still keep going and opening it every few minutes as if it's going to magically change. I believe that as a society, we do have trouble limiting our time on social media. For some of us, most of us. I mean, I would include myself in that. I do find myself switching between the same few apps constantly, and it's like, why? It's like we became addicted to this idea that, hey, let me see what everyone's up to. What's my friend doing? What's my relative doing? I mean, it's a good and a bad thing. I think it's nice because I get to see what my family's up to. If I'm not with them, which, now I'm not, I got married and live a little further away from everyone. It makes me feel connected, and it makes me feel nice to see everyone. Another thing is, it can be dangerous in the sense that if you sit there and you compare your life to other people's lives, you're just going to fall into a dark hole. You're just going to sit there and think, oh wow, this person just graduated from school and they're doing this with their lives. Wow, look at me, I didn't do that. Or this person just got engaged. Wow, look at their proposal, that's really nice. Or this person's pregnant, or this person this person that, this person bought a house, this person bought a car. All of that, if you just sit there and compare yourself to them, you're gonna go nuts and you're gonna feel like you don't have anything. But it can also be used in a positive way, in the sense that social media can be used either to make you feel grateful or make you depressed and ungrateful, depending on what perspective you have. The beauty of social media is the fact that it can reach so many people at the same time. You can see videos of people being bombed on a daily basis, or people who don't have food, they don't have water, they're truly struggling, they're fighting for their lives. You see that and you're like, wow, I have an amazing life. I have everything I need and more. Or if you choose to be ungrateful, you can see all those people with their fancy cars and their fancy houses and whatever phase they're going through in life, and they put up this very polished picture, and you think that their lives are always nice and shiny like it appears on social media, but that's not always the case. People behind closed doors might have the worst relationships, but they'll put up like a great picture on social media just to make it seem like they're so happy in their relationship. It's almost like social media has made us turn into these people who live double lives. There's one life that's behind closed doors, which you know the truth of, and there's another life that you choose to portray on social media to make yourself seem better than you actually are, possibly. It can also lead to self-esteem issues, because now you have people who are constantly like face tuning or whatever apps are out there, or photoshopping their pictures, putting it up, or you have the use of makeup, body makeup, plastic surgery. I mean, plastic surgery is on the rise so much now. It's so common. Everyone you see, there's a chance you know a few people who have gotten work done in your own community, and it's crazy because looking at them, oh wow, I saw them a few years ago, they didn't look like that, but now they do, and you can tell what they got done. It's more common than you actually know. Seeing people on the streets, or even social media, especially like Instagram, you're gonna think that's normal, but it's not. It's photoshopped, it's face-tuned, it's makeup, it's this, it's that. Just because you don't have the skills doesn't mean that other people don't. It's crazy how much people can change themselves. For crying out loud, you have transgenders, you have males who transition into female, and they look more feminine, or in my opinion, cartoonishly womanly, you know, than actual women do. Like, their features are just overly exaggerated, and a little girl looking at them might be like, wow, why don't I look like that? Without realizing that this was a male who became a female. So yes, that's the power of plastic surgery. The little girl might think that she's not good enough compared to that person. There's also the fact that since social media is so accessible, you can have kids be cyberbullied or abused, pressured into sharing their pictures or doing things that they are too naive to realize that, hey, I don't have to do this. It turns into like this vicious cycle of you do one thing because someone asked you to do it without thinking twice. And now they have access to that, and because they do, they can keep threatening you, you know, threatening to expose you on social media or show your friends, your family, tag you in it, whatever the case is. And you have kids killing themselves over these types of stuff. So technology can be a good thing or a bad thing depending on how it's used. And I think that if we educate ourselves and our children and people around us on how to use it in better ways, it can actually be of benefit to us. If I didn't have social media, or if the internet didn't exist, things would be a lot more different for me. For one, maybe I'd be reading more and doing more useful things with my time. But I'm not gonna lie, social media can really mold you into something. If you allow it to be something beneficial, then that's what it'll be. So we just have to realize that not everything is as it seems on the internet, and just rise above the negativity and don't let anything affect you if it's going to be in a bad way. And for kids, parents should educate them on the dangers and possible harms of social media and the internet. Kids will be posting pictures of themselves with an exact tag of their location, where they live and whatnot. And there are predators out there who will go and wait at that park or that mall or whatever based off of the patterns that they assess. Oh, this kid usually goes to the mall on Saturday and he, loves Auntie Anne's pretzels. Let me just hang out over there. And he's already seen, or she's already seen, what this kid looks like based on their pictures. So it can definitely be a dangerous thing, but it can also be a beneficial thing. It would be best if people try not to let social media and the internet affect them in a detrimental way, and just educate their kids on the dangers of it as well as the benefits. I hope this video wasn't too long, but I just had a lot to say about it, so hopefully I'll be more consistent with the videos. And if anyone is watching besides Sister Zakia, if you have any questions or if you want to debate, you agree, disagree, whatever the case is, feel free to drop a comment below and I'll get to it. Hope you guys enjoyed. Assalamu alaikum. Bye.